What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, here to give you a movie review, A Wrinkle in Time. Oh, fuck. Um, Before I get started, let me just talk about another movie really quick. A movie I never got a chance to see is Annihilation. I haven't gotten the chance to see it, but I really wanted to check it out despite the critics being wrong. Because honestly, watching a movie without letting the critics bug you, it's kind of hard to like watch a movie without thinking about like all the bad things you already heard about the movie. But I mean, I get it. I mean, it's hypocritical of me saying that since I'm reviewing this movie just now, or I'm about to. But you know what I'm saying? Like people don't bother to actually go out of their way and watch these movies themselves, and it does bug me to an extent. Just like man, like I want people to like actually go see the movies and have their own opinions. With that being said, this movie sucked. I agree with everything that the critics said. Let me just talk about basically the plot of this movie, because something that also people like on this on review movies, like not actually telling you what the movie's about. And I've fallen in that category too. I mean, I've reviewed movies, but I really didn't say what they were about. But I'll tell you what this movie's about. And I haven't read the book, so don't give me that shit. Basically, Chris Pine plays a dad to I don't know how to say it's an African American family. I'll say that just to be politically correct. And basically, he wants to see the stars. People were laughing at his project back in the day, but then he decided to go do it despite what everybody else said. And then he's been gone for 4 years, making the kids completely lose their shit. The girl's called Meg. It's like a little short girl. And then this kid named Charles Wallace. They never call him Charles. The whole time they call him Charles Wallace, because I don't fucking know. And then basically, for some reason, this little boy just follows 3 women just cause. Mrs. Who, Mrs. What's It, and Mrs. Which, played by Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Mindy Kaling. I think that these 3 women, actually, Reese Witherspoon and Oprah, they did a fine job of what they were giving. Mindy Kaling just does not fit in this category. I know that we live in a society that everything has to be so fucking diverse to the fucking max, but I don't know, she just didn't fit the part to this movie. And I'm not being racist or being politically correct, and that's a little thing that's just bugging me about movies and the movie going experience. We cannot enjoy shit without that being a talk. I'm gonna just get this out of the way just because I wanted to say this finally. I want to watch a movie because it's a good movie. When I saw Black Panther, I was watching that movie and I was amazed by everything I saw. Yes, it had its problems, but it wasn't because I'm a racist or any of that shit. It was because, not every movie is perfect. This movie is definitely not even fucking close to perfect. But the problem with it is, what is with this diversity? Like, don't get me wrong, I've had friends who were different races and they dated, but that's besides the point. I mean, shit, just because, we have to live in a society where that shit exists, like, why the fuck is it so goddamn politically correct? Like, we can't, we gotta throw an Asian, we gotta throw a Mexican, we gotta throw an African American. And we can't watch a movie without that being a subject. And it's fucking sucks. And this is definitely this is a huge definition of what I'm talking about. Like, when movies like this take over the project, it's just like really bad. But that's just one little rant. But it isn't really the biggest issue with the movie. The biggest issue with the movie is just the pacing and overall meaning to this movie. I mean, I get the point that they're trying to get across and not give up, but come on, motherfucker, it's 4 years. The girl has a boyfriend, but they don't say it's a boyfriend, which his name is Calvin. Oh fucking! The moment he showed up, I knew he was gonna blow dick. He did. And I don't like to shit on kid actors. They're kids. But this is one of those times that yeah, this is a shit actor. I believe he played Pan. Yeah, he played Pan. Damn, this kid fucking sucks in picking movies. Like I'm looking at his resume, Wrinkle in Time, Pan. I mean, the moment he played Pan, I was like, God damn, this guy is shit. Honestly, he's gonna be your franchise killer. Just side note, Levy Miller, never cast him ever again. He just blows at his fucking job. And I know he's a kid, he's young. Fuck, he's younger than me. But come on, a guy who plays Pan, who just does shit just cause, like, doesn't take action for himself, he just fucking sucks. I'm just being honest with you guys. But yeah, basically, let's just get back to the movie. There's just like a lot of fucking problems with this movie. Another issue that's been going on with movies these days, soundtracks. You could blame Guardians of the Galaxy for doing it, but the difference between Guardians of the Galaxy and every other movie, the music was a theme throughout the movie. Like Baby Driver, the music was like a character in the movie. This was just like a bunch of like new songs just thrown together. Some people not gonna say the songs suck. It's just that they didn't fit with the scene I was watching. Like there's a part where they're showing the last time Chris Pine was on Earth, and sure enough, they freaking played like this like hip hop song, and it's a good song. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna like doubt it, but I mean it just didn't fit with it. Also, and I'm gonna spoil this movie because I'm telling you right now, this movie is not worth your time. And yes, it is hypocritical me saying that. But yeah, this movie really isn't worth your time. Charles Wallace, the little boy, he turns evil. He fights Meg, and if you're gonna turn a kid evil, give him like a dark voice, give him like a badass voice. It's hard. Like yeah, like oh, it was a nightmare to sit through. Now, let me just talk about a little side note. I saw this with a group of friends, and I haven't seen him in forever, and I wanted to really hang out with them, and they recommended that we should go watch this movie. So I was like, all right, I don't give a fuck about the movie. I just wanted to see them. I just wanted to hang out with them. They admitted this movie was bad. This movie was shit. It really was bad. It's just showing every little problem that we have with society today, that we're just too easy on stuff. And alright, as far as the pros go, I mean, it's a visually stunning movie. This definitely is not the end of the career for the director, Anna DuVernay. She did 13th and Selma, two really good movies, but then she did A Wrinkle in Time, which sucked, of course. But I guarantee this is not the end of her career. It just isn't. All she needs to do now is just stick to her own material and be creative, be her own unique person. Like that's another thing that I accept about this movement of women finally becoming bigger than ever. Like Wonder Woman inspired a lot of women. A lot of directors are also not getting as much credit as the actresses. Ava DuVernay, which she made a stunning looking movie, but again, I'm pretty sure Disney and the direction, that's another problem with movies, that creative differences. But Ava DuVernay, Catherine Bigelow, Patty Jenkins, we do have some talented female directors, and if you just let these women like go do their own thing and just be like their own unique voice, then I guarantee you more people are gonna call these women up and be their own person. Like honestly, I don't see Ava DuVernay do that much. Greta Gerwig with Lady Bird did one of the biggest Oscar movies, and honestly one of my favorite movies of the year last year. So yeah, I'm not saying that this is the end, of course, of Ava DuVernay's career. It's just like, again, creative differences, that's just a little problem. I guarantee you this is not the end of her career. again, some side characters were good. I liked Oprah and Reese Witherspoon. Again, the kids were awful. Michael Pena's scene was alright. Oh, uh, I forgot. I keep mispronouncing this actress' name, but Guga McBethra. She plays the mom. Um, she was honestly one of the highlights of the movie. So if you guys could I know, and I feel bad for this lady because I guarantee you, she's a phenomenal actress. Just that she's just done mediocre movies. Honestly, I mean, she was good in Beauty and the Beast, but she was just more of a voiceover. But I guarantee you, this lady could also go places. So, some of the acting was good, some of it was fucking awful. Some of them were pointless. Again, Michael Pena, take it or leave it. Zach Galifianakis, take it or leave it. So yeah, it was just every little problem. It's kind of like this movie showed you everything wrong with Hollywood. I mean, I'm not saying Hollywood is shit, because there is some goodness to it, but it just shows everything that's so corporate in this movie, and that's just one of the biggest problems with movies going. Again, it showed diversity without it really needing to be that diverse. It had a lot of giving cameos of irrelevant people that didn't need to be there. Again, Zach Galifianakis was completely pointless in this movie, and Michael Pena, again, he was entertaining, but I mean, you didn't really need the guy. They showed that once a big star has a blockbuster, they call him up and do shit movies. Like Chris Pine, he went from, how do you go from Wonder Woman to this? I'm just saying, he's done big movies, Star Trek, Hell or High Water. I could talk Wonder Woman, but now he's in this. So, it balances to just a bad movie. It just really didn't work. Again, a visually stunning movie, but that's it. That's all it is. So yeah, this movie, it's a D. It's a D movie all the way. I wouldn't go back to watch this. However, with that said, I do see a bunch of kids sitting through this movie and enjoying themselves. This is obviously more intended for kids, but I mean, that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, I really think Hollywood should just let movies be what they want to be, just because because they were amazing. I mean, I didn't expect this movie to be a classic, but I expected it to be at least good. I was pretty excited at first to watch the movie. Then, as time went on, I was just kind of slowly just burned out. But I was like, I'm still going to give it a chance. I saw it with some good friends. But overall, I just didn't enjoy myself. A couple little things that were good, but overall, it's just a letdown. I wouldn't go back to watch this. Yeah, so anyways, what do you guys think? Comment below. It's me, the ALE Double X Prince. More videos coming up soon, hopefully. And until then, I'm out. Subscribe.